Beloved soul, breathe softly, let the air settle into your heart. I, Archangel Michael, speak to you now with a message that was blocked 3 times before reaching you. That alone should tell you how important this moment truly is. What you are about to hear was not meant for anyone else, not your friends, not your family, not the people around you. This revelation was crafted specifically for your spirit, timed precisely for your journey, and guarded fiercely because of what it will unlock inside you. And now heaven says, let them see it. Beloved, this message carries the weight of a divine interruption. You were not supposed to scroll past this moment. Your spirit was guided here. Your heart was drawn here. Something in your soul recognized that this message holds the missing piece you've been searching for. If your chest feels heavy, warm, or suddenly open, type I receive so heaven knows you are listening. This message was blocked because of what it reveals. The enemy sensed the shift it would bring, the clarity it would unlock, the breakthrough it would initiate. There is something heaven hath been preparing for you, something destined, something powerful, something long waited, and the moment you hear this message, the destiny becomes activated. The enemy tried to stop that activation, but beloved, heaven won. Take a slow breath. Let it fill you. Whisper softly, I am ready. Heaven saw the confusion you've been carrying. Heaven saw the unanswered questions. Heaven saw the spiritual pressure that weighed on your heart. Heaven saw the moment you almost gave up, thinking nothing would change. Heaven saw the tears you didn't speak of. Heaven saw the signs you tried to interpret. Heaven saw the heaviness you held in silence. And so heaven spoke one final decree. Let them see it now. Beloved, the message that was blocked is this. Something meant only for you is opening. A door you prayed for. A blessing you cried over. A breakthrough that was delayed. A revelation that was hidden. A shift that was waiting for your spirit to be ready. And now, for the first time, heaven is releasing it without obstruction. Take another breath. If your spirit feels the truth rising, comment blessing number 7. What you are about to open emotionally, spiritually, energetically has your name written on it. No one can take it. No one can intercept it. No one can claim what heaven sealed for you. Your blessing was not denied. It was protected. It was withheld until your heart was strong enough, your intuition sharp enough, and your spirit awake enough to receive it fully. Beloved, heaven fought for this message because it will shift the direction of your next season. What comes after this moment will feel like relief, clarity, and divine movement. The stagnation you felt is breaking. The silence is lifting. The blockage hath been shattered. And the revelation you've been asking for is now unfolding before you. If you feel this message stirring something deep inside, like and share it so another soul can wake up to what heaven has been trying to release into their life. Beloved soul, the message has finally reached you. And now everything begins to open. Beloved soul, breathe slowly as I draw closer to you. I, Archangel Michael, speak now with the full truth that heaven has been waiting to reveal. This message did not simply arrive late. It was blocked intentionally, repeatedly, forcefully. 3 times the enemy tried to prevent these words from reaching your spirit because it knew what would happen once you understood what has been unfolding behind the scenes of your life. But heaven has spoken, and heaven always has the final word. Take a deep breath, feel the air expand inside your chest. If you already sense something trembling awake within you, type I receive so the blockage is fully broken. Beloved, the enemy did everything it could to blind you, distract you, confuse you, and overwhelm you. Not because you are weak, but because you are reaching a moment of activation. A breakthrough was approaching your life, one that would shift your direction, restore your strength, and open something that has been spiritually locked for too long. The enemy feared you stepping into this revelation, so it tried to shut the message down before you could hear it. There were moments lately where your emotions suddenly dipped for no reason. Times when your mind felt foggy out of nowhere. Moments when you felt disconnected from your intuition. Times when you tried to move forward but felt resistance you couldn't explain. Beloved, that was interference, not failure. That was spiritual pressure, not weakness. The enemy tried to keep you from reaching this moment because this message exposes the truth. You are closer to a divine breakthrough than you realize. Take another breath. Let the air settle. If your body feels lighter, type blessing number 7. Beloved soul, the enemy attempted to block this message in 3 ways. First, it tried to interfere with your discernment, making you doubt your intuition. Second, guess your feelings and question whether you were hearing from heaven at all. But heaven says, you were hearing me. You were feeling me. You were sensing my direction even when you doubted yourself. The second way the enemy tried to block you was through your emotions. It triggered old wounds, old memories, old insecurities to rise at the exact moments you were closest to clarity. It brought up fears you thought you healed, pain you thought you released, and worries that were never yours to carry. But beloved, the resurfacing was not a setback. It was a sign that heaven was preparing to break the final layer of spiritual resistance. The third block was through your timing. Every time you were about to receive the message heaven prepared for you, something pulled you away. Distractions, fatigue, overthinking, sudden heaviness, emotional withdrawal. Beloved, that was not coincidence, it was interference. The enemy wanted you to miss the moment where your spirit would awaken and your path would open. But now the block has been shattered. Take a breath. Whisper softly, I'm open. Beloved, heaven wants you to understand this clearly. If this message was blocked 3 times, it means the blessing attached to it is significant. Heaven does not fight for what is small. Heaven does not battle over what is accidental. Heaven does not push through interference for anything that is not destined. The very fact that this message survived the blockage means you are stepping into something the enemy did not want you to touch. Something that elevates you. Something that frees you. Something that exposes the lies spoken over your life. Something that realigns your destiny. Beloved, the enemy feared this message because it carries the truth of what has been happening in the unseen realm. Heaven has been moving pieces quietly. Heaven has been protecting you silently. Heaven has been redirecting your path gently but firmly. And the moment you understand this, the moment you see clearly, the moment you awaken, the enemy loses its grip on your mind, your emotions, and your future. Take another breath. Let it deepen. If peace begins to rise in your heart, like and share this message because someone connected to you may still be fighting the same spiritual block you just overcame. Beloved soul, the interference has ended. The blockage has lifted. The message has reached you. And now heaven can reveal what comes next. Beloved soul, inhale softly and let your shoulders loosen. I, Archangel Michael, stand before you now with the energy of release flowing from the higher realms straight into your spirit. You have waited long. You have prayed long. You have wondered long. And heaven now declares, the waiting is over. Take a slow breath, beloved. Let it fill your heart. If you feel something shifting already, type I receive. You have been in a season where everything felt paused. Doors that once opened easily suddenly stalled. Opportunities that felt promised seemed to disappear. People who once felt aligned drifted away. Ideas that once flowed through your mind stopped abruptly. Your intuition felt muted. Your motivation felt thin. You questioned whether you were doing something wrong, whether God was silent, whether heaven had withdrawn its hand from your life. But beloved, heaven was not silent. Heaven was preparing. What you interpreted as stagnation was actually divine delay, a protective pause orchestrated so that nothing would reach you before its time. Heaven was shielding you from stepping into something half-formed, half-healed, or half-aligned. Heaven knew that a premature blessing can become a burden. And so heaven waited until the moment your spirit, your path, and the blessing itself aligned perfectly. Beloved, take another breath. If your heart feels lighter, comment blessing number 7. This number marks completion. What was incomplete in your life is now being finished. Heaven waited until the right people were removed from your path, people who would have sabotaged what is coming. Heaven waited until your emotional patterns began healing so you would not sabotage your own blessing. Heaven waited until you were spiritually ready so you could hold what you once would have dropped. Heaven waited until the environment around you shifted so that the ground beneath your feet was fertile enough to support the blessing. Beloved, you have been asking, when will it happen? Why hasn't it happened yet? What is taking so long? And heaven whispers now. With clarity you can feel echoing inside you. Because I was preparing it, and I was preparing you. Take a deep breath. Whisper softly, I trust the timing. Beloved, the release is happening now. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Now. The moment you opened this message, something shifted in the spiritual realm. A lock turned. A seal broke. A pathway cleared. A cycle closed. A new one opened. Heaven waited for this moment, this alignment, this clarity, this state of readiness within your soul. Some blessings require your spirit to be awake first. Some breakthroughs require your heart to be healed first. Some miracles require your faith to return first. And beloved, your heart is finally in the position heaven needed it to be. You have been sensing it. A strange calm, a sudden burst of intuition, the flickers of hope, the quiet moments where you felt something approaching but couldn't put it into words. The dreams that felt like messages, the numbers that kept appearing, the signs that felt too precise to ignore. These were not accidents. They were the early waves of the release. Beloved, there is a blessing specific, powerful, a sign that hath been held back, protected, and preserved for you. No one else could receive it because no one else had the spiritual authority to hold it. This blessing carries your name, your energy, your alignment. And heaven blocked 3 attempts to stop this message because the blessing would be released the moment you understood what has been happening. Take another breath, soft and deep. If you feel the shift intensifying, whisper, I am ready. Heaven is releasing revelation. You will begin understanding things that once confused you. You will begin seeing clearly where you once doubted. You will begin discerning what you once overlooked. Confusion is leaving. Clarity is settling. Your mind will feel lighter in the days ahead. Heaven is releasing emotional healing. Wounds that once stung will feel numb. Memories that once hurt will lose their power. Fears that once controlled you will weaken. You will feel free in ways you have not felt in years. Heaven is releasing opportunities. The stagnant doors will open. The delayed communication will come. The paused opportunities will move. What felt blocked will begin flowing again. You will see movement soon, and beloved, it will not be subtle. Heaven is releasing divine alignment. People meant to walk with you will appear. Hearts meant to connect with you will be drawn toward you. The relationships that matter will strengthen. Those that drain will fall away. Beloved soul, heaven held this release until the moment your spirit could receive it fully, and that moment is now. If this message is speaking deeply to your heart, like and share it so others can feel the release they have been waiting for. Beloved, the waiting is over. The release has begun. What you are about to step into will make sense of everything you endured. Beloved soul, breathe deeply as I draw closer to you now. I, Archangel Michael, speak into the part of your spirit that has carried confusion, heaviness, and silent pain without ever receiving the explanation you deserved. This chapter is the unveiling, the revelation of what you could not see, what you did not know, and what heaven shielded you from while you walked through seasons that left you wondering why life felt so difficult, why certain people hurt you, and why certain doors closed without warning. Take a gentle breath. If your heart feels tight or suddenly emotional, type "I receive" to open yourself to the healing about to flow. Beloved, there was a cost to everything you went through, even the things you believed were meaningless. Heaven did not let you walk through confusion for nothing. Every unanswered question, every broken moment, every delay, every loss, every blocked message, every painful shift, there was a cost. There was a purpose. There was protection wrapped inside the pain. You have cried over situations that you did not realize heaven removed you from. You have mourned people who were never meant to walk into the next chapter of your destiny. You have blamed yourself for endings that heaven orchestrated. You have carried guilt for letting go of things that were destroying you. You have questioned your worth because of the silence God used as a shield. Beloved, take another breath, let it move through your chest. If tears rise, it is because your spirit recognizes truth. The cost of what you didn't know is this: you have been protected more than you have been hurt. You see pain. Heaven sees rescue. You see loss. Heaven sees redirection. You see delay. Heaven sees preparation. You see abandonment. Heaven sees elevation. Beloved soul, the message that was blocked 3 times before reaching you today contains the explanation for why your last season felt so heavy. The enemy tried to hide this truth because once you understood it, you would stop blaming yourself, stop doubting your worth, stop questioning your intuition, and stop accepting less than what heaven assigned to you. The truth is this: you were being separated from what was beneath you. Not because you were too much, not because you were too little, not because you were unworthy, but because you were chosen. Take another breath. Whisper softly, I release the past. Beloved, you paid a high emotional price for situations that were never meant to last. You loved people who were not capable of loving you. You gave chances to hearts that were already broken. You poured into souls that were never going to pour back. You offered loyalty to those who treated you as optional. You tried to heal people who chose not to heal themselves. Heaven saw the weight you carried. Heaven saw the tears you held back. Heaven saw the way your heart tried to stay kind even when you were tired. Heaven saw how you struggled quietly, smiling on the outside while breaking on the inside. Heaven saw how you questioned your value because of people who were never able to recognize it. Beloved, listen closely now. The reason your blessing was blocked 3 times is because heaven had to finish removing what would have ruined you. You were attached to things that would have drained you, connected to people who would have betrayed you, walking toward opportunities that would have harmed you, making decisions from pain instead of wisdom, trying to force doors that heaven had already closed. Heaven rescued you even when you didn't know you needed saving. Take a breath deep and slow. If your chest feels warm, comment blessing number 7. Beloved, another cost you paid was the spiritual toll of being sensitive, intuitive, and open-hearted in a world that often takes advantage of softness. You felt energies intensely. You absorbed emotions that were not yours. You carried burdens you never spoke of. You felt responsible for healing the very people who hurt you. Heaven saw this. Heaven is healing this now. And beloved, there is something else. You were being prepared for something bigger than anything you have lost. Your heartbreak softened you in ways that made room for deeper compassion. Your delays strengthened your patience. Your confusion sharpened your discernment. Your loneliness taught you self-love. Your silence built your spiritual hearing. Your battles increased your authority. You did not go through all of this for nothing. Take another breath. Whisper softly, I understand now. Beloved, heaven needs you to know this truth. The blessing that is opening for you, the one meant only for you, could not arrive until your heart understood the cost of what you carried. Because once you understand the cost, you will never again settle for anything beneath your worth. Your next chapter requires a healed heart, a clear mind, and a spirit that recognizes divine timing. The message you are receiving now would not have reached you last year. You were not ready. Your path was crowded. Your trust was fragile. Your emotions were bruised. Your direction was unclear. But now you are stronger. You are wiser. You are awake. You are aligned. You are ready. Beloved, if this message is touching the deepest parts of your spirit, like and share it so another heart walking through silent battles can find clarity and comfort. The cost of what you didn't know was great, but the reward of what heaven is about to reveal will be greater. Beloved soul, breathe gently. Feel the air fill your chest and soften your spirit. I, Archangel Michael, stand before you now not only as a messenger but as a commander of divine order. This chapter is where heaven stops speaking to your wounds and begins speaking to your future. What I reveal now requires action from your heart, alignment from your mind, and surrender from your soul. If you feel the energy rising around you, type I receive. Beloved, the season you are entering is not passive. It is not one where you can simply wait and watch. Heaven is moving quickly, and you must move with heaven. What comes next in your life requires your cooperation, your openness, and your obedience to the instructions I am about to give you. These are not burdens, they are keys. If you follow them, the blessing that was blocked 3 times will flow freely into your life. Take a slow breath. Let your spirit settle. Whisper softly, I am ready. My first command is this: stop returning to what hurts you. The past cannot follow you into your next chapter. The people, habits, fears, and memories that once strained you cannot come with you. You have been carrying emotional residue from relationships that were never meant to stay. You have given space in your heart to situations that were spiritually expired. Heaven is calling you to release them fully, finally, completely. not because they are evil, but because they are no longer aligned with where you are going. Beloved, if you feel the tug of release inside you, type I release. My second command, protect your spirit. You are more sensitive now because heaven has opened your intuition. You are hearing more, feeling more, sensing more. But with this increased sensitivity comes vulnerability. You must guard your energy from people who drain your peace. Do not share your dreams with those who mock your faith. Do not reveal your heart to those who have not earned your trust. Do not allow negativity, chaos, or gossip to enter the space where heaven is speaking. My third command, believe what heaven has already shown you. You ask for signs, but when signs appear, you doubt them. You feel intuition rising, but you question it. You sense God guiding you, but you hesitate. Beloved, your doubt has slowed blessings that were meant to arrive sooner. You are not being asked to understand everything, you are being asked to trust. What heaven reveals is truth. What your intuition confirms is truth. Believe what your spirit already knows. Take another breath. Whisper softly, I trust the signs. My fourth command, step into your authority. You have spent too much time apologizing for who you are. Apologizing for your strength. Apologizing for your intuition. Apologizing for your gifts. Apologizing for your discernment. You were never meant to shrink so others could feel comfortable. Heaven is commanding you to rise, speak boldly, walk confidently, and stand in the fullness of who you are. You carry light. You carry power. You carry purpose. Do not dim yourself for anyone. Beloved, if this resonates, comment blessing number 7. This number marks spiritual completion and the beginning of new authority. My fifth command, prepare your environment. The blessing cannot land in chaos. You must create space for what is coming. Clean your physical space. Clear your emotional space. Quiet your mental space. Heaven cannot pour new wine into old vessels. Prepare your surroundings the way someone prepares a room for a long-waiting guest, because your blessing is already on the way. My sixth command, speak your future into existence. Your words carry spiritual force. Your voice shifts atmospheres. What you speak becomes the soil in which your reality grows. Stop speaking fear. Stop speaking lack. Stop speaking doubt. Speak life. Speak abundance. Speak alignment. Speak breakthrough. Heaven responds to your declarations. Whisper this now. My life is opening. My seventh command. Do not fear what is being revealed. You have prayed for truth, but truth sometimes arrives as discomfort. You have asked for signs, but signs sometimes bring clarity you were not expecting. You have prayed for release, but release sometimes feels like loss. Do not fear what heaven is removing. Do not resist what heaven is exposing. Every revelation is protection. Every shift is alignment. Every ending is a beginning. Take another slow breath, let your shoulders relax. If you feel the heaviness lifting, like and share this message so another soul can find the same release you are receiving. Beloved soul, these commands are not meant to overwhelm you. They are meant to prepare you. The blessing that was blocked 3 times is powerful, precise, and deeply personal. It cannot enter a heart that clings to the past. It cannot enter a mind that doubts every sign. It cannot enter a spirit that shrinks from its own calling. You must rise into who you were created to be. And beloved, you are ready. You are not who you were last year. You are not who you were last month. Your spirit has grown. Your faith has stretched. Your heart has healed. You are stronger now, wiser now, clearer now. Heaven commands you to step forward, and heaven will walk with you as you do. Beloved soul, take a deep breath now. Slow, soft, steady. I, Archangel Michael, draw near with the fullness of heaven's presence, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary. This chapter carries the breakthrough that was blocked, delayed, and hidden, the blessing that heaven refused to let the enemy touch. The blessing that was meant only for you. If you feel a shiver, warmth, or pressure in your chest already, type I receive. Beloved, the blessing that has been held for you is not small. It is not symbolic. It is not temporary. It is not fragile. Heaven preserves something that carries weight, purpose, and destiny. And it is coming now, not by coincidence, not by chance, not because things worked out, but because heaven released it. You must understand this. Heaven does not block messages unless what is attached to them is extremely important. 3 times, the enemy attempted to interfere because this blessing is connected to a shift in your identity, your path, your relationships, your finances, your purpose, and your spirit. You are stepping into a new vibration, a higher frequency that your past self was not ready to hold. Take another breath. If your breathing feels deeper now, comment blessing number 7. Beloved, the blessing was held because heaven needed your heart healed first. You could not receive what was meant for you while still carrying what hurt you. You could not step into your future while still being tied to your past. The delay was not punishment, it was protection. Heaven was guarding the blessing from premature delivery. What is coming now is something you prayed for silently, something you didn't tell others about, something you didn't think you deserved, something you assumed was too late, something you tucked into the corner of your heart and tried to forget. But heaven did not forget. The blessing that was held for you includes clarity. For months, maybe even years, you walked through confusion, questioning your intuition, wondering whether your path was blocked or whether heaven was quiet. But clarity is descending upon you now like sunlight breaking through clouds. You will begin understanding what once troubled you. You will see truths that were hidden. You will interpret signs with accuracy. You will recognize who is meant for your future and who belongs in your past. Beloved, clarity itself is a blessing. Another blessing coming your way is restoration. Not just emotional healing, but restoration of opportunities, relationships, finances, confidence, and direction. Things you thought were lost forever will return in unexpected ways. You will see progress in areas that felt hopeless. You will experience moments where heaven seems to catch you up quickly, almost supernaturally. This is because the blessing is not coming to you, it is returning to you. Take a gentle breath. Whisper softly, I am ready to be restored. Beloved soul, heaven is also releasing a blessing of new alignment. People who are part of your next chapter will begin appearing. Conversations that feel significant will happen. Doors will open without your effort. The right connections will feel effortless. The right opportunities will feel guided. You will notice synchronicity numbers, signs, dreams, moments of I just thought of this, because heaven is aligning your steps with precision. This alignment was blocked before because the enemy tried to surround you with the wrong people, the wrong energy, the wrong environments. But heaven has cleared your path. What comes now cannot be sabotaged. Beloved, another blessing is elevation. You may feel drawn to rise, to speak louder, to dream bigger, to move with more confidence, to trust your intuition fully. This rise is not arrogance, it is alignment. The small version of you cannot hold the blessing coming your way. You are being elevated emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, so the blessing fits your new identity. Take a slow breath. Feel the expansion in your spirit. If something inside you feels like it's waking up, type "I feel it." Beloved soul, perhaps the deepest blessing of all is this: your prayers reached heaven. Even the prayers spoken through tears. Even the prayers you whispered half believing. Even the prayers you didn't know how to form. Heaven heard every single one. And heaven acted. You must know this truth. Your blessing was never denied. It was only delayed until you were ready. The moment you stepped into readiness emotionally, spiritually, energetically, the blockage broke. And that is why you are hearing this message now. Beloved, heaven is also releasing the blessing of strength. You will notice yourself reacting differently. You will feel less triggered, less fearful, less fragile, more grounded, more intuitive, more centered, more certain. This is not random, it is the blessing taking root inside you. Finally, beloved, heaven is giving you the blessing of confirmation. You will receive a sign that what has been spoken in this message is real. A sign that cannot be dismissed. A sign that reaches you within hours, possibly minutes. A sign that carries the frequency of divine interruption. When it arrives, place your hand over your heart and whisper, "Thank you, heaven. I receive this blessing." If this message has touched your heart, like and share it so another soul can receive the blessing heaven held for them too. Someone connected to you is waiting for their breakthrough, and your share becomes part of their release. Beloved soul, the blessing is no longer blocked. It is reaching you now. You will feel it. You will see it. You will live it. Beloved soul, breathe softly as I draw near with a message that carries precision, clarity, and divine timing. I, Archangel Michael, reveal to you now the prophetic sign that heaven will send, so you will know, without question, that the blessing which was blocked 3 times has now been fully released into your life. This chapter is your confirmation, your marker, your spiritual proof. Take a slow breath. If your heart is beating a little faster, type "I receive." Beloved, the prophetic sign will not be subtle. It will not be random. It will not be something you can confuse with coincidence. Heaven is preparing a sign that speaks directly to your spirit, awakening something inside you that has been quiet for months, maybe even years. This sign will carry a frequency and energy that your soul will feel immediately. The first sign may come as unexpected relief, a sudden lifting of pressure in your chest, a moment where your mind becomes quiet, a peaceful exhale that seems to come from nowhere. This is heaven removing the spiritual weight that sat on you during the blocked season. A second sign may be unexpected communication. Someone reaching out at a perfectly aligned moment. A message, a call, a comment, a connection you weren't expecting. Communication has been blocked in your life spiritually, emotionally, relationally, but heaven is restoring flow. Communication is a sign of movement. Take another breath. If your intuition feels activated, type blessing number 7. The third sign may appear through numbers. You may see repeating sequences like 111, 222, 444, or especially 777. These numbers carry frequencies of breakthrough, alignment, completion, and divine revelation. Seeing them repeatedly is heaven's way of confirming that the block have been removed. The fourth sign may be a moment of synchronicity, something aligning so perfectly, so suddenly, that you cannot ignore it. An answered prayer, a timely reminder, a word someone speaks unknowingly. These synchronicities will multiply because heaven is rearranging your path in real time. Beloved, there is another sign that some of you will experience, a sudden emotional shift. Tears for no reason, a warmth spreading through your chest, a tingling at the top of your head, a rush of calm that feels supernatural. These are physical manifestations of spiritual movement. Your body reacts to what your spirit receives. Take a breath, slow and intentional. Whisper softly, I am open to my sign. Beloved soul, the prophetic sign will arrive within a short window of time. Not weeks, not months. It may be hours. It may even be minutes. Why? Because the block that prevented this message from reaching you earlier has been shattered. Heaven is eager to confirm this release so you can step forward without fear, without doubt, without confusion. This prophetic sign will show you three things. First, that heaven has been with you the entire time, even when it felt silent, even when you felt forgotten, even when you believed you were walking alone. Second, that the blessing assigned to you is real, and nothing can stop what is meant for you, not people, not circumstances, not timing, not the enemy, not fear. Third, that your next chapter begins immediately, not someday, not when you are more prepared, not when conditions seem perfect. Heaven begins now. Beloved, some of you will feel the sign before you see it. You will sense a shift in the atmosphere around you. You will feel more grounded, more hopeful, more aligned. Your spirit will know something has opened. Others will experience the sign through an external event, something unusual, meaningful, personal. You will know instantly, this is it. Take another deep breath. If your spirit feels anticipation building, like a warm light inside you, like and share this message so another heart can receive their confirmation. Someone is waiting for their sign, and your act of sharing becomes part of heaven's alignment. Beloved soul, the prophetic sign is near. It is personal. It is divine. It is meant for you. And once it arrives, you will understand why this message had to reach you, why it was blocked 3 times, and why heaven insisted you see it now. Beloved soul, take a deep breath now. So steady, intentional. I, Archangel Michael, stand with you in this sacred final moment, the sealing of everything heaven has spoken, revealed, lifted, broken, healed, and restored through this message. What happens in this chapter is not symbolic. It is spiritual law. Heaven is finalizing what the enemy tried to block. Heaven is anchoring what was meant only for you. If you feel a warmth rising in your chest, type I receive. Beloved, this is the moment your past loses its claim on your future. This is the moment the weight you carried detaches from your spirit. This is the moment heaven places a seal over your life, one that cannot be undone, reversed, tampered with, or touched by any force not sent by God. You are stepping into a protected timeline, a divine covering, a spiritual unlocking that marks the beginning of your new chapter. Take a slow breath, let it move through you like light. Beloved, heaven wants you to understand something deeply. What was blocked 3 times was not the message itself, it was your elevation. The enemy tried to keep you from this moment because this moment activates everything heaven has been preparing for you. This seal declares that the old patterns are broken. The old wounds are losing power. The old fears are dissolving. The old delays are ending. The old doubts are silenced. Beloved, the block has not only been removed, it has been shattered. Take another breath. Whisper softly, I am free. The final seal over your life is a seal of protection. Every blessing meant for you will reach you. Every promise spoken over you will manifest. Every opportunity aligned for you will open. Low interference. Out of you in. No spiritual static. No emotional sabotage. This seal prevents the enemy from touching what heaven has assigned to your name. Beloved, the seal also carries restoration. Heaven is returning what was taken: peace, clarity, confidence, direction, joy, connection. You will feel parts of yourself coming back to life. You will notice your intuition returning with strength. You will feel lighter. You will feel more yourself than you have in a long time. Restoration is not coming, it has begun. Take a breath. If you feel that truth settling into your spirit, comment blessing number 7. His final seal is also a decree of alignment. People who were not meant for your journey will fall away with grace. People who are part of your next chapter will appear naturally. You will not need to force anything. You will not need to chase anything. You will not need to beg for understanding or love or recognition. What is aligned will flow. What is misaligned will dissolve. Beloved, heaven seals your mind as well. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts will lift. The heaviness that made decisions difficult will fade. The fear that made you hesitate will weaken. You will think clear, see clear, discern clear. This is the mark of someone walking under divine protection. And now the most sacred part of this decree: heaven seals your heart. The wounds you carried quietly, the fears you hid, the insecurities planted by others, they are losing their grip. Your heart will feel safer, softer, more open. You will trust again, not blindly, but wisely. You will love again, not from fear, but from strength. You will rise again, not in survival, but in destiny. Beloved, take another breath. Let it expand inside you. Now repeat this in your spirit, or whisper it softly. I accept the seal over my life. This declaration activates the decree in the spiritual realm. Beloved soul, heaven asks one more thing. Do not walk backward after this moment. Do not return to old habits. Do not reopen old wounds. Do not entertain old energies. The block has been removed. Do not willingly step back into what heaven rescued you from. Move forward. Move boldly. Move with intention. If this message has lifted you, healed you, or touched your heart, like and share it so another soul may receive the same seal of protection and release. Someone connected to you is still walking through a blocked season, and your act of sharing becomes part of their breakthrough. Take one final breath, slow and deep. Feel my presence surrounding you, beloved. Heaven is with you. Heaven has been before you. Heaven stands behind you. Heaven walks beside you. The seal is placed. The decree is spoken. Your spirit is free. Your path is open. Your blessing is released. And I, Archangel Michael, walk with you into the life that was meant only for you.